to Album Launch. My name's Neil Butler. Today, my guests are from South Gippsland in Victoria, an alt-country band called No Promises. Janine Garvey and Eric Collier will join us after this little introduction.
I'm still here. Did you think I'd give up by now? Oh, you don't know me so well. So many.
So that is the new song, Singing My Lines by No Promises. Who better to speak about it than the team themselves? Janine Garvey, Eric Collier, you are No Promises. Welcome to Album Launch. Tell us about that song. Janine.
Hello, thanks for having us.
Hi.
The song, well, there's years of frustration built up in that song. That is definitely straight from the heart, that one. It's just poured my thoughts out into it, and just years of trying to break through to the music industry and just constantly being overlooked. And then, of course, the older you get, particularly as a woman, the harder it is because, you don't, look a certain way or fit that mould. So, yeah, it's pretty much that sums it up.
So, Eric, we know that Janine generally writes these songs and brings them to you. How do you take something like that and produce what you guys have produced?
Well, the song was clearly on a mission. So I listened to the chord structure and I thought, we want to make a statement with this. We want this to be as commercial as possible. So we were going through, my first thought was to just make it a really commercial sound. And I think we achieved that.
Yeah.
Wanted it to be a bit of an earworm. Kind of stuck in your head. And so that people would then start thinking about what the lyrics were talking about.
Because we did a version of this for your album, The River, and during that there were a number of songs that I think I described at the time as sounding a little bit angry. There's a bit of anger and frustration coming through in this one as well, Janine. Clearly having a bit of a dip at the music industry in general in Australia?
Pretty much. I can't obviously speak for other countries because I don't know what it's like over there, but here it's very hard if you don't know somebody or you don't have enough money, or I think our songs are pretty quality. Like I listen to other songs on the radio, and I think ours, are right there.
At the very least, stand up.
Yeah, and I just can't work out why I know that there's loads of music released every day, loads, but yeah, it's just a real. I think it's real clicky. It's really hard to get in there.
Yes, the old saying, it's not what you know, or in this case, it's not what you can do, it's who you know.
Or who you can buy.
Yeah, and that's interesting, because a lot of people who are watching this probably don't realise that some of the artists out there buy their way into significant places.
I can tell you right now, if we had loads of cash, we would be in a totally different spot to what we are now. Everyone would be listening to our songs. Everyone, we'd be able to connect with a lot more people. And it's not fame that I'm after. I want to be able to connect with my music. I want people to be able to. Well, I already get people come up to gigs and say, I really relate to that, and that's that's exactly
that happens all the time.
But I want it on a much larger scale, obviously.
We just want people to be able to hear what we've got to say and enjoy what we do.
And we all know I've got a lot to say.
Oh, yes, we all know that. Now, Janine, Eric, we are no doubt going to send a link to this album launch conversation to a number of people in the music industry. What's your message to them?
Give us a go.
Please listen to what we've got to say, because I think you'll be surprised. I think we are constantly... What's the word?
I think basically our whole music careers, we've fallen through the cracks.
Yeah.
We're not in the big cities. we're out in the country. You know, we don't get to associate with the people in the industry, you know, because they're all city focused. So,
and I guess that this quick thing with money, you know, if someone said, here's a whole lot of cash, you could do a tour up and down the east coast of Australia. As things are at the moment, you can probably afford to, you know, go to half a dozen pubs in South Gippsland.
Yeah, pretty much.
So
we're constantly underestimated, and I think if people actually came along and saw us live, they'd have a totally different opinion of us. And we're currently putting a band together so that we can do, you know, bigger shows or band shows.
Well, the other thing is we're recording a lot of the songs as a band kind of thing, and we want to be able to perform them as a band as well. Thus far, it's just been me and Janine, and we're trying to interpret what we've recorded as an acoustic duo.
Yeah.
Which doesn't always work the way we want it to. Sometimes it sounds like a totally different song, which can be a good thing in a way, but we want to try and stay a little bit true to what we've recorded, what we've released, what people have been listening to. So
yeah, it's coming on great so far.
Yeah.
We're having so much fun.
Yeah.
So it's called Singing My Lines. It's by No Promises. We love people streaming it, but we love people buying it even more. Where can someone who's looking at this video buy a copy of the single?
On our website?
Yeah, on our website is probably the starting point, because all the money goes straight to us. But otherwise, just your usual iTunes, Amazon, all those places.
Yeah, well, it's been running in the background of this conversation for a while, so hopefully if it is an earworm, people are now going, oh, we go and buy that song. Folks, just the $2 or whatever it is on iTunes or on the website, buy the song, put a few bucks in these guys' pocket so that they can get out and show the world that what they can do. Janine Garvey, Eric Collier, No Promises, thank you so much. What is the website people can go to?
nopromises.com.au.
I just wanted to add that my main message with this is good music doesn't have an expiry date.
And good performers neither.
Exactly.
Thanks, Janine. Thanks, Eric.
Thanks, Neil.
Has been album launch, and you can find everything you need to know about having your song or your album featured on album launch by going to www.albumlaunch.au. My name's Neil Butler. I'll be back with you again soon. Bye for now.